So in this lesson, I'm going to be talking about specific heat. Now, the specific heat is the amount of heat that's required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius. What your specific heat allows you to do in layman's terms is to calculate the amount of heat that is involved in raising or in lowering the temperature of a specific amount of a substance. So we're finally able to relate the concept of temperature, which we looked at in the previous lesson, and energy or heat that we looked at in the previous lesson. So the formula for specific heat is Q, which is your heat. Heat equals your mass, M, times your specific heat, which is represented with a capital C, times your change in temperature. Now, your change in temperature is your final temperature minus your initial temperature. So, for example, if you start off at 10 degrees Celsius and the temperature increases to 20 degrees Celsius, the change in temperature would be 10. However, if you start off at 20 degrees Celsius and you decrease the temperature to 10 degrees Celsius, the change in temperature would be negative 10 degrees Celsius. So let's look at an example. Here it asks you to calculate the heat. So you're searching for Q. You're going to calculate Q. That equals, well, it gives you your mass, which is 50.0 grams of water, times your specific heat, which is 4.18 joules per gram degrees Celsius, times your change in temperature. Well, your temperature changed from 17 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius. So that's a change, 37 minus 17, that's a 20 degrees Celsius change. Notice that I put 20 point, and the reason why is you might be tempted to say that 20 only has one significant figure when you're doing your final calculations. But since you're subtracting there, 37 minus 17, your rounding should be based on decimal places. So I want to include the 2 and the 0 for significant figures. So when you multiply those together, what you get for your heat is 4,180 joules. Well, I want to round that to 2 sig figs, so that's going to round to 4,200 joules.